Most people use YouTube as a way to chronicle their everyday lives, but every once in a while the platform becomes a tool for a scary confession instead. Number 10.
I don't regret killing my mother. And as evil as that may sound, that's my reality.
Heather Mack is on vacation with her mother and boyfriend in Indonesia when she develops a twisted plan. She convinces her boyfriend to help her savagely end her poor mother's life. Together, they jam her lifeless body into a suitcase and leave it in the trunk of a taxi. She knows that she will get caught anyway, so afterwards, Heather makes a 3-part video series on her YouTube channel with her version of what happened. It's still online to this day. She claims she took her mother's life as an act of revenge.
I regret trapping an innocent person into this because it was my battle. It's my mother, it was my father.
This confession, however, is actually full of lies to make her case look better. Heather and her boyfriend most likely took her mother's life to claim a large inheritance of $1.5 million. An Indonesian court sentenced Heather to 10 years in prison and her boyfriend to 18 years. I watched all 3 of her videos, and I think she is lying about her motives, and especially about her boyfriend's innocence. No matter whether she's telling the truth or not, it's startling how calm she remains while explaining her actions. Number 9. Austin Jones is a YouTuber turned pop singer who got into a lot of trouble over his numerous improper online relations with fans under 18. It all started in 2015. When he confessed to frequently asking teenage girls to make dance videos for him.
I used to ask fans for twerking videos. It's not something that I'm proud of. It's not something that I think is right. And I shouldn't have done it.
The 16-minute apology video goes on to make some clarifications about the rumor.
Nothing ever went further than twerking videos. They were never.
The confession concludes with Austin Jones claiming to be a better person who has learned from his mistakes. 2 years later, however, he was arrested by Chicago police for pretty much the exact same thing, except it was even worse than we all thought. Multiple fans soon came forward and told authorities that Austin Jones had inappropriate interactions with them online. One girl said she made 25 videos for him, 8 of which were very mature in nature. Since then, police have searched his computer and charged him with 2 counts of producing underage materials. The case is still currently underway and the former pop star is confined to his home in the meantime. Unable to use the internet by court order, he has not uploaded in over a year. Number 8. Not too long ago, someone named Mr. Anime used to do reviews of Japanese cartoons on YouTube. He managed to attract a fairly large fan base, and everything looked to be going well for his channel. Then one day he just snapped and took out his entire family with a firearm. About a month before the incident unfolded, he made a suspicious sounding video called Mr. Anime is Planning Something. The video sounds mostly normal except for a couple of things. He talks about taking a break for a while. At times it even sounds like he is saying goodbye to everyone for good.
I want to thank you guys a lot for sticking with me and watching the channel. I got more subscribers than ever.
I can't help but wonder if Mr. Anime made this video while in the middle of an internal struggle over the fate of his family. It almost seems like he is trying to decide if he should continue building on the success of the channel or commit an unspeakable act against those he loves the most. Number 7. Ben the Bondsman has a YouTube channel discussing various aspects of the legal system. One day he gets a weird comment from someone who says something quite disturbing. Ben the Bondsman doesn't find this comment humorous and immediately alerts the FBI. A short while later, he hears a knock on his office door.
Well, the next day I had 2 FBI agents standing in my office, taking down the information, taking down the...
The agents eventually trace the YouTube comment back to a student in Florida who is now infamous. By the time they reach him, it is too late. 17 student lives were taken by him on Valentine's Day. This deranged video confession is what they find on his cell phone.
And when you see me on the news, you'll all know who I am.
Cruz has not yet been sentenced. Number 6. Myron May has been hearing voices in his head for quite some time, and now he is convinced that he is being followed by government agents as a part of an experimental program. The only way out of this experiment, in his mind at least, was to do something terrible. He makes a 2-hour video confession detailing the circumstances that led him to this point. He spends a good amount of time saying goodbye to everyone he knows and praying over those who are about to lose their lives because of him.
Please let those who are harmed in any way by my actions give them a spirit of contentment and peace.
It's startling how he obviously feels compassion, but still chooses to go ahead with it anyway. His plan is to draw national attention to himself and expose a terrible government experiment.
I hope that my story gets some media attention.
Shortly after making this video, Myron May walks into the library of Florida State University and opens fire into a crowd. Police are forced to take his life. I think Myron was almost certainly suffering from a mental disorder causing paranoia while making this confession, but there are some people out there who really do believe his words. Number 5. Joe Pacini is obsessed with a singer named Sarah Bareilles, and he believes their destiny is to be together forever. He makes a bizarre YouTube video ranting about how members of the occult, the CIA, and the FBI are all working together to frame him and keep this romance from happening.
Clearly these guys want me dead. We're in prison, and there's no way I'm going back to prison. Nope.
The video is hard to understand because of his disjointed, rambling logic, but apparently there was some kind of incident at the local gym, and now a police detective is calling Joe's number.
Hello, my name is Matt Huffnell. I'm a detective with Haverford Township PD. I'm trying to reach Joe Pacini concerning an incident report that was made at the LA Fitness here in Havertown. Joe, could you give me a call at your earliest convenience?
This simple request sends Joe over the edge. Instead of calling the investigator back, Joe makes a series of YouTube videos threatening the investigator along with his entire department.
You want to try to bring me down? I will kill you and your whole family, alright? So go ahead.
Joe switches from calm and collected to yelling and screaming as he tells everyone to back off. He eventually calls the detective back and leaves a message telling him to check out his YouTube channel for more information. The police eventually find Joe driving around and immediately pull his vehicle over. According to their report, Joe backed his car into a cruiser and they took his life immediately. I was never able to find out what happened at the gym, so if you know why the police initially contacted him, then please let me know. Number 4. Randy Ross is a 23-year-old rapper who recently made a music video for a song he wrote. The song, which is about getting revenge on his enemies anywhere, specifically mentions going into a school building. Many people thought that this video was a literal warning of a future attack and contacted the authorities. One scene shows Randy opening the door to a local high school with his right hand in his pocket as if he is concealing something. This one line in particular, however, is what I think bothered people the most.
I beat the case, they ain't know I was a school shooter.
With all that said, I'm still not sure if this was a real confession of intent or if he's just playing out a fictional scenario. Believe it or not, Randy Ross was actually arrested for this video and charged. While I understand what he did was definitely highly inappropriate and in bad taste, I don't know if law enforcement is needed here. Tell me how serious you think he really was in this video. Number 3. Anthony Powell was a YouTuber who stalked another YouTuber named Asia McGowan back in 2009. All of his videos have since been taken down, but they were mostly long religious rants, which almost always referred to women in a demeaning way.
And is obedient to her husband, submissive to her husband.
After a while, his video confessions became even more dark and desolate than usual. I'm not sure exactly what happened, but it's pretty clear from these videos that some sort of drastic change occurred.
Nothing for me to do in this life. I don't have no purpose. There's no point. There's no point to me living anymore.
The people he was closest with eventually reported his videos to the police purely out of concern, but with no actual actions committed yet. There was little that could be done. Eventually all of that would change soon enough. On April 10th of 2009, Anthony Powell walked behind a fellow student named Asia McGowan and took her life and then took his own life. As far as I could tell, there was no real reason for Anthony to choose her out of everyone else. Number 2. QBA is a rapper from Mexico with a fairly popular YouTube channel. Recently, he admitted to the police that he has been working for the new generation cartel, which is basically the Mexican mafia. He has taken at least 3 people's lives and even dissolved them in vats of acid. Now police are working hard analyzing his music videos to determine if he has ever confessed to anything else in one of his songs. After all, anyone in the video could be an accomplice, and every lyric or camera shot could be another potential piece of evidence. I watched a lot of his videos for more clues, and the only thing I noticed was how one setting in particular would repeatedly come up. It's always this small wooded area that's by some train tracks. It could just be my imagination, but I can't help but wonder if maybe a 4th body would be found here if police were able to do some investigating in this area. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying my narration. If you're curious about what I look like in real life, then go to my Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT and tap that follow button to find out. I recently released a music video for my song Sidelined, and I'd love to get your opinion on it. Tap the circle icon in the top right corner, then tap my music video to give it a watch. It's also linked in the description below. It's a proven fact that generosity makes you a happier person, so if you're generous enough to hit that subscribe button and the bell beside it, then thank you. This way you'll be notified of the new videos I upload every Thursday and Saturday. Number 1. Pekka Eric Evan was a student in Finland who eventually opened fire on his peers one day at school in 2007. A number of bleak YouTube videos were posted on his YouTube channel shortly before it happened. In one video, Pekka Eric uses the exact same firearm on an apple in the woods. The title of the video says that he was just testing the firearm, perhaps in a grim foreshadowing what was yet to come. In another video, a song called Stray Bullet plays over pictures of his high school. There are also pictures of him posing with a firearm, obviously glamorizing what was about to happen. I can't help but wonder if he would have been stopped if these videos had been turned into authorities in time. If you see anything like this on the YouTube channel of someone you know, I would hope you act quickly to prevent something like this.